Welcome back to episode 3 of the Beeks and Brews podcast. I am joined today, per normal, as my co-host Zach.
Hi.
For those of you who don't know, I'm Keegan. Sometimes Keegan Brewer, but SirBeeks, K-Brew3, or no,
Wow.
K-Brew.
Wow.
Replaced the 3 with an E, and that's what I am now.
That was the first time I've heard you screw up on that.
Yeah, you know what it was? I gave my Rocket League thing to Jesse, and that's K-Brew 300 still. So
fair.
Yeah. Fair. So what brings you in tonight?
Normally poor life decisions.
Mm-hmm.
But I just general want for camaraderie and discussion. What brings you in?
Drinkin Buddies, probably. Always good to drink with a friend.
Always gotta drink with a friend.
Yeah,
holy shit! Yeah. I really don't want to open this.
All right. Well, what are you drinking tonight?
Okay,
you got a story behind it from what we talked about.
So there's a story behind it. So I right now am about 23 and like 3-4 months years old, right? Mm-hmm. So about 23.33 repeating years old. The beer that I'm choosing today is going to be Fantasy Factory. It's brewed out of Madison, Wisconsin, so it's another Wisconsin beer. It's an India Pale Ale, 6.3% alcohol by volume. But it's by Carbon 4.
Oh hell yeah!
So, but that's not the interesting part. That's not the story. The story is that a buddy of mine gave me this beer for my 21st birthday.
Mm-hmm.
This exact beer, not like they gave me Fantasy Factory. Like this has been sitting in my closet since my 21st birthday. So I'm just genuinely startled.
Yeah,
I'm gonna open it.
Let's get a first whiff. First sip.
I don't want to.
You gotta be able to rank it cold.
So it wasn't chunky.
It's not milk. Why would it be chunky? It straightens the back up. It straightens the back up.
I don't want to spoil where it's gonna be, but I'm gonna go see if I have a different cold thing to wash it down.
Jeez.
One moment. Some trusty H2O.
That Busch Light?
Yes, it is.
Oh my god.
Holy shit. Alright, yeah, no spoilers, but that's gonna be a fun one.
So I'm seeing a double episode. Because you haven't ranked Busch Light previously, so.
No, I have not.
Alright. Well.
What do you got cooking up over there?
I've been working on this since earlier. It's a Leinenkugel's Juicy Peach.
Oh,
it's a bit of a tart. I'll read the description on the can here. Leinenkugel's Juicy Peach is a refreshing and easy drinking beer that balances delicious sweetness from natural peach juice with subtle tart notes. This approachable thirst-quenching beer has packed flavor and is sure to please your palate with its smooth finish.
Very nice. Oh god, I just burped and it doesn't taste as good. It tastes worse. Oh.
And then the other one I got, because I'm like partway through, is New Glarus, Totally Naked. I have not given it a shot. I have no clue what this like if it's a light beer, if it's.
So this is a very besides Busch Light is a very Wisconsin based episode yet again.
Yeah. Per normal. I mean, this is my second time having the Lineys and a second time having New Glarus.
Yeah.
So
I mean, you got to go with those mainstays.
Yeah, for sure.
I would also like to say that. So I'm pretty sure Fantasy Factory is an IPA. I mean, yeah, it is. It's an Indian Pale Ale. It's literally an IPA. Mm-hmm. Because I'm an idiot and read it earlier and it didn't click. But I normally actually enjoy IPAs. I think I just hate Fantasy Factory, to be fully honest with you.
And it's kind of old.
Kind of old. As a very close associate of ours, JG, explained that while refrigerated, a beer can last about a year past its expiration date. Unrefrigerated at room temperature, about 5 to 9 months. It's been 2 years plus. So I think a little bit of the fermentation process has...
You're sipping on whiskey right there. That's not how it works, but...
Nope, that is not how it works.
All right, well... Any regards before we get into Drinkin Buddies? Any thoughts?
Oh, I just felt the hair grow on my chest. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, okay, so there's something... There's something that a coworker of mine said to me. She told me something the other day at work, and I wanted to run it past you because when I heard it, it absolutely just chapped my ass and it pissed me off royally.
All right.
So she has a son. She has a son who is like 13, I believe. 12 or 13.
Kill him.
Not where I was going with this one. This youngster is in football. And he had practice. It was on Thursday. I was told this. He had practice on a Wednesday night. The coach made them stay half an hour after to basically because they were screwing around. They weren't practicing hard. They weren't practicing correctly. So he kept them half an hour later than normal.
Okay.
And then at the end, he said, "You guys better try harder next practice because if you don't try again on Thursday, what's the point of us having practice on Friday?" So that pissed me off because, as you may know from sports and being a child at one point, practice sucks.
Unless it's batting practice for baseball.
Yes, if it's batting practice or like the practice where you do like the games and activities, stuff like that. Yeah. But if it's just normal run through play, like football, a lot of times it's run through plays.
Like taking grounders in baseball.
Yeah,
I guess it's an NFL ep, so we can kind of.
Yeah,
like
it's spoiler alert. There's a lot of sports talk in this one.
Yeah,
but
yeah, we'll try to keep it as timeless as we can, but it's bound to fall in the current recording as of September 2nd, 2022. It's probably going to hit September 3rd while we're recording this, if I'm being honest. But
yeah, most likely. But when he said that, it pissed me off because it was like, or when she told me about that, it pissed me off because when I was a kid, going to practice sucked. Going to games was fun. Going to like batting practice and stuff, if that was it, fun. But like if I had to do for baseball, like pitcher fielding drills, which we call PFPs, that sucked. You had to go and do base running drills. That sucked. Running like just running like bases and running poles or whatever. That sucked. So if these kids aren't trying, what I likened it to was if you go to work and your boss is like saying, "Hey, your effort lately, shit. So here's more vacation time." Like he just basically, these kids weren't trying, and he basically said, "No practice then." That's what they want. They want no fucking practice. If they're not going hard at practice as it is, if they're just going through and just doing half-ass work, they obviously don't want to be there.
Yeah.
So he said, when she told me that, it, as you can tell, it's pissed me off for 2 days.
Held on to the grudge just for this.
I don't even know her kid. I don't even know this coach. It pissed me off to where it's still here 2 days later. Is it displaced hatred or displaced like upset feeling, or like does that, like hearing that not make sense to you either?
No, it really doesn't. Like if you're in cross country and you post a bad time, what do you think is the best course of action? Running less, right? No, it isn't. It just doesn't make sense.
You want to know what? You sucked at practice. You want to know what you need less of? Practice. Because you're going to be really good in the games.
That's like if the track coach a day after like a terrible meet, you know how they're always like, "All right, everybody line up, run a 400 right now."
Yeah.
And then you continue practice.
Yeah.
What if they said run a 400 and go home?
Or just like everybody line up and he just goes and he pats you on the back. Just like, there
Go.
you go, buddy.
Go.
It's okay. It's okay. Like, dude, like why are you telling these kids something they want to hear after they did something you didn't want? But yeah, I wanted to bring that up because that has literally lived rent-free in my head since she told me this on fucking Thursday.
Good. It deserves to be.
Yeah. So yeah, that was my little blurb of the app, I guess.
Don't know what I'll label that, but
Who knows? Just conversation, just idle conversation. Drunk anger.
God, this elevator's taking a while.
You go into floor 5 too?
It's every number in between. You're on like floor like 90. You're going down? Oh, main floor?
Dude, have you ever seen anyone do that, or have you ever done that where you just like hit all the buttons?
I've never been in an elevator consistent of more than like 3 buttons.
Okay, because
the only one I was in that had more than 3 buttons, a person was like pressing it for me, like they had like the like the butler
shit.
Yeah,
because I've never seen that either, and I like that. Like, why is that such like a main? Like, that's in a lot of movies.
That's
like
a harmless, intrusive thought that you let win.
Yeah.
It's not holy shit. That baby is at such a kickable height. You see it walking past you. It's not that kind of intrusive thought. It's like what if I bit ice cream? Like that's an intrusive thought.
I was trying to stick with you. I was trying. And then trying no more shall I be. That was... we should go to Drinking Buddies. I'm so fucking confused.
All right. This week's Drinking Buddies is sponsored by Limbless Healthcare. If you care only about certain parts of your body, not including extremities, this healthcare is perfect for you. For 7 low payments of 1 toe a month, you can get Limbless Healthcare. Brought to you by the fellows over there at Limbless. And there's no like domain name. They like ran out of the budget. It's just Limbless. Just go on Google. Limbless.
So how does one pay the small price of 1 toe 7 times a month for a whole year?
For 7 months. It's not a whole year. I don't know that much. They gave me this
7
brochure.
payments of 1 toe a month.
They gave me this brochure, and I guess just like what's like the non-derogatory way to say like little people.
That's a good question.
All right, little people. So like they send one little person to your house every month, and they come with like the shears that they cut like sheep's fur with. They just snip, take it.
All right.
Oh,
understandable.
Yeah. So yeah, Drinking Buddies. Do you want to introduce it or should I?
I think this one's yours.
All right.
I would say.
So NFL players. It's kind of an NFL app going into the season here. Let us know who you're cheering for. We'd love to know. We are both Packers fans.
Yep. I got my second team of the Raiders, but they are not very high up on the good scale right now. So.
Yep. That is fair. If I had to pick a second team, probably go in Titans, just because it's like the team I'd like the most in the AFC.
Yeah.
But in general, our Drinking Buddies this week. Beeks, if you want to explain what Drinking Buddies itself is.
All right, guys. So let's, we're not in a bar. We're not going to pretend to be. But if we were, obviously we're going to have some friends around us and we're going to be saving some stools. And this week, we're saving 3 stools for our 2 favorite current NFL players and 1 legend.
Yep.
Now, for legend, I would like stipulation on this. Are we saying like Canton, like in the Hall of Fame, or like just past player that no longer is in the league?
Okay, so kind of both, because I'd say like just a well-known enough player that like you could talk to a casual fan about it. Because I don't know who is and isn't in the Hall of Fame, and if they like retired within the past like 3 to 5 years, they're not in Canton yet. They're still fair game.
Okay.
So I will kick it off. I actually haven't given this one much thought.
Okay.
But I'm going to pick my legend right away.
Oh.
And it's a simple one. It's Pat McAfee.
Oh, you got to, dude.
Come on.
He's one of the best punters to play the game.
I'd love to have a kicker or a punter. And Pat McAfee just like fits every category. Not by how good he is. I don't care about him playing football. I care about him being a cool ass guy and drinking beer.
Yeah. He was a great punter.
Yeah, fantastic.
Had a hit stick on him like a motherfucker too.
Mm-hmm. 3 of them.
Yep. R.I.P. Trenton Holiday. I don't think he's dead, but Pat got him.
For sure. But like, he's just. I mean, obviously he has a podcast. Obviously he is just like a drinking guy. Like he's a must pick.
He's a partier. He is the party.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, it's self-explanatory if you know anything about Pat McAfee. If not, look him up. Cool videos, whether you're talking or playing. You'll
probably see a mugshot.
Yeah.
You'll see his mugshot from when he was found in that pond.
Everybody's been there.
Everybody's been found in a pond before by West Virginia, please.
Oh, in West Virginia.
That's where we went to college.
I did mine in East Virginia.
Shit, I did mine in South Virginia.
Ain't that just North Carolina?
Yeah, kind of. Every South has a North.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. If anybody's mom has that on a sign in their living room, just
it's in that cursive font, and it's just like right next to live, laugh, love, and it's just every South has a North.
Yeah. Next to don't piss on me and call it wet weather.
Dude, I heard that for the first fucking time when you read that script, and I didn't ever expect to hear those words mashed together like that. Yeah. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
I guess for my first pick, I'm gonna go with a current guy.
Okay.
And it's another one that if you know anything about the sport of football, and you know anything about the personality of this individual, it's another must pick. And I'm gonna go with the best left tackle in the league, David Bakhtiari of the Green Bay Packers. Okay. He's a big guy.
It's a hoss.
He's a big guy.
He's a hoss.
But he can crush brewskis like nobody's business. If you've seen on the internet, if you've seen him crush beer at the Bucs games, that man has a gullet on him.
Oh yeah.
And he does not stop. He is a people pleaser, and it is absolutely beautiful. And it's so awesome to have him in Wisconsin sports for that fact, because of how big beer is to the culture of the state. To have him just do that at a sporting event, like he's a normal, just out of control dude, except, he's making millions of dollars and being one of the greatest pass defense guys in the NFL.
For sure.
He's just a phenomenal dude. And I think much like Pat McAfee, he is a no-brainer to pick and bring along with you to a bar and just have a great fucking time with.
All right. Well, I mean, if we're looking on the current dynamic, the player I gotta go with is Aaron Rodgers. If we're looking at mutuals right now, David Bakhtiari, that's his left tackle. Pat McAfee. If you know Pat McAfee, you know Aaron Rodgers and Pat McAfee are like close.
Aaron Rodgers isn't it every Tuesday?
Something
he goes
like
on their show.
Something like that.
I think every Tuesday during the season he goes on their show and just like talk shop.
Yeah, that's just like. And he's a big shot, A lot of this is going to be polarizing because a lot of people don't like him. It's his business. Come on. Yeah, a damn good football player.
Oh, yes.
Fucking wingman to David
From
Bakhtiari.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, those two together are like two peas in a pod.
Yeah.
I would like to make this claim because I know that a lot of people call Aaron Rodgers the GOAT, and I would like to make the claim that I believe in football, in the NFL, there are three GOATs at the quarterback position, and there are three different ones like for category. You have Tom Brady, who is the most successful of all time. He is the greatest of all time for success because he has the most rings.
Okay.
You have Drew Brees, who is the greatest of all time statistically.
Mm-hmm.
He holds a bunch of records, career records, statistically the greatest. And then you have Aaron Rodgers, who a lot of people have touted as the most skilled quarterback they have ever seen.
Yeah.
So, I mean, those three right there, that's not me taking Tom Brady because, I mean, not to go this route, but he does kiss his kids a little aggressively.
Mm-hmm.
And then
We
not going
do.
with Drew Brees because I truly don't think Drew Brees drinks. I mean, I don't know.
He seems like he wouldn't.
No, he seems like one of those guys.
Any man with like the face scar he has is just not a good person to be drinking.
I think he's not saying that you have to be a bad family person to drink.
Yeah.
But like, it's just, I feel like his dynamic that he's had that you see on like film and stuff after his Super Bowl and after
like, we got to be home by sunset kind of guy.
Yeah, he's a guy that's rushing you off the beach because it's starting to get a little cloudy. So
yeah.
So I'm not choosing them, but just to clarify, because I will consider Aaron Rodgers the GOAT, but when I say that, there's a three different options
in
there.
Football, it's greatest of all time.
Yeah.
Still a GOAT.
Yeah.
So yeah, Aaron Rodgers.
All right. So we got Pat, D-Bach, and Aaron. Mm-hmm. I am going to go and choose my legend now. And I'm going to go with OJ. No, I'm kidding. Could you imagine if I went with OJ Simpson? That'd be crazy. The juice is so loose.
Wild.
No, wow.
Spilling all over.
I'm going to go with a guy who personally I absolutely loved as a player. And I think it's fitting for what we do here when we drink. And I think it's fitting at the bar. I think it will make him a little angry when he hears the jokes a little too much, but I think it would be funny to a certain extent. And then watching him beat the shit out of people who annoyed him, I think would be fun. Former middle linebacker for the New England Patriots, Mr. Teddy Bruschi.
Okay. Yeah.
If you don't know who Teddy Bruschi is, he was a very phenomenal linebacker in the early days of the Tom Brady era in the Patriots, and he was very, very good. I believe he was one of them that wore the neck brace or the neck pad, and he was a very good general on the defensive side. So I think he would be able to keep the group in line. Obviously, we got a lot of party animals. I think he'd be able to keep you in line without getting into a certain extent. He would be that guy that would he would beat the shit out of someone because someone could be, oh, you want a brewski?
And then it just triggers him.
I think after about the 10th time, he's just decking to deck. He's just bop.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I think that would be pretty funny to watch with all of his Super Bowl rings, just crushing somebody's orbital. But yeah, so I'm gonna go with my legend on that one. I'm right next to D-Bach. We're gonna sit Teddy Bruschi.
All right. Well, my final current one. Kind of. I don't even know if he's old enough to drink, but kind of wild. I'm going AFC. Going Justin Herbert.
J Herbs,
straight out of college.
Phenomenal.
You know,
straight out of college. A crazy motherfucker named Justin.
A couple of years, right? But still, he's gonna want to relive the college days.
Oh yeah, I mean he's still living that up. I mean he's fresh face leader of the Chargers. Come on now.
Yeah. And the thing that he's going to be doing for us is he's going to be keeping us out till bar time.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are going to want to go home. Pat, Aaron, a little older.
Mm-hmm.
Justin's not going to let him go home.
Damn well D-Bach's putting him on his shoulders.
Oh, yeah.
He sees him as a little Aaron.
Yep. I'd love to see Justin Herbert on the Packers.
Oh, that'd be phenomenal, wouldn't it? I was hoping they were going to draft him, but then they drafted Jordan Love. But, fingers crossed. Shit happens.
Yeah. So, who do you got for your final drinking buddy?
Final drinking buddy.
Mm-hmm.
This is a lesser known player, and I feel like you already know where this is going. He's got the chops on him to hang with the big dogs. He's been touted as one of the favorites for someone else who's on this little list of ours, and his nickname is Touchdown Jesus. I'm going to be choosing the Buffalo Bills wide receiver of former Packers fame, Jake Kummerow. And solely because I think he's the most normal of all these guys. He went to D3, Division 3, Whitewater, University of Wisconsin Whitewater, which both you and I, attended, air quotes, put an asterisk next to my name. You transferred out, I got kicked out, but it's the same deal.
Yeah.
But he's a very good football player. Aaron Rodgers loved him before the Packers unfortunately let him walk, and he ended up on the Bills, and he's made their 53 man this year. Long walk.
Buffalo, Green Bay to Buffalo.
Yeah, it's just as cold, but damn. But yeah, so I think he's the most normal. He's the most relatable with the guys. I think Pat McAfee's up there too with that, and D-Bach as well. I think the ones that aren't going to be too relatable are going to be the Aaron Rodgers, the Teddy Bruschies, those guys. But I think he is there to have a good time. He can drink because he's going to a D3 school in the middle of Wisconsin. Damn well you're going to have some chops on you.
Yeah.
And then I think he's just a good time to have just general casual conversation with. So I'm going to round it out with Jake Kummerow.
Okay. It's a good list.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, just to recap, I mean, I got D-Bach, David Bakhtiari, and then Teddy Bruschi, and Jake Kummerow.
Yeah. And I picked Pat McAfee, Aaron Rodgers, and Justin Herbert. Any honorable mentions? I have one. For legend.
I have one. I'm not going to call him a legend, and I don't really know if he retired. I've kept up with him for so long, and then just heard nothing about him after he got stabbed 7 times in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Terrell Pryor. I am a huge fan of Terrell Pryor. I hate Ohio State as a college football team, and that's where he went. But when he got drafted by the Raiders, back when the Raiders sucked, that's why they're my second favorite team, because I latch on to the bad teams and rebuild them in video games. Terrell Pryor was at the helm, and I loved using him. I fucking loved using him in Madden. And then when he switched to wide receiver, I was the only person that I knew of around me, like around our friend group, around our friends and stuff, around the guys that we went to high school with. I was the only one that gave him a chance and said he's going to be good. And then he had a 1,000-yard season, and it shut everybody up. And then he had like a 300-yard season, and then it shut me up. But like, I still love Terrell Pryor so much. So I have a Washington, back when they were the Washington Redskins, I have that jersey in my closet of Terrell Pryor, and it's the only non-Packers jersey I have for football. Yeah. So Terrell Pryor is my honorable mention.
Yeah, mine's Troy Polamalu. He just seems like he'd be a good guy.
His hair would smell amazing.
It would, and people are gonna ask us about it. You with that guy with the hair? Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's up with him?
The Manimal? Yep.
Yeah. What is it? Head and Shoulders.
Yep.
That's what it is.
He's gonna get Justin Herbert on that contract too.
Yeah.
And D-Bach.
Maybe. I don't think
they both got a head of lettuce on them.
I don't think they do tackles like that.
No, I don't think so, but I would for D-Bach.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I think that's rounding out our nice little 6 chair there next to us too, 3 apiece. I think that's a good squad. Yeah. I honestly, of the 3 that we've done so far, I think that's the most melding, like probably the best time squad so far.
Oh yeah, because I feel like most NFL players are drinkers. Like you can't. It's you're fine.
Well, because I think it's good. I think what we had, like the ones that we picked, I think they just mesh well together. There was no Antonio Brown said. That would be a real outlier there. That'd be a tough one.
Brett Favre I gave thought,
but I mean, he's a real old head. He'd kind of give you some grit, which I think with the group that we chose, I don't think that type of grit.
I don't think he would mesh.
No. You could go with like a Danny Woodhead, but I think like Danny Woodhead is not going to be there. Why that name popped into my head? No clue. Just can't. Maybe just stuff like that.
Fantasy
Maybe like
speaking.
a Marquette King. Marquette King's a big egoed guy.
Yep, true.
Even though he's a punter.
Him and Pat, but
I know Pat loves Marquette, but I mean, everybody else, they might not like that ego.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Did you have an ad read, a fake ad read, or no?
I did not.
Okay.
To be honest with you, the last one that I did in episode 2, that was completely ad-libbed. I had nothing prepared, and that's why Not Giving a Fuck was the sponsor, because I just didn't know what I was going to say. So at that point, I literally was subscribing to that method.
Yeah, that's fair.
So no, I'm not going to do that 2 straight weeks in a row, especially when I'm trying to stomach this basically liquid bread at this point.
Yeah. So
it's very yeasty.
That brings us to last call here. We're ranking our beers that we're drinking. I'll run through the bottom 3, the lowest being Never Again / Cat Piss. Only If It's Free is our 2 out of 5, and then our 3 out of 5 is good. Just good. And Beeks.
And then our 4 out of 5, you just got to hit it with that solid brewski. It's solid. It's nice, robust, solid.
Yeah.
And then our top one, I'll tell you what, we get one of these beers, we are going to be selling the house, divorcing the wife, and putting down the dog for just one drop of that sumbitch. So
yep.
That is our top tier, our 5 out of 5.
Yeah. So I'm gonna start. I got this juicy peach. It's or Leinenkugel's juicy peach. It's a tart. I don't know if you've had a tart, but like
I have.
They're like tough to rank in beers.
Because they're not like other beers.
Yeah,
at
they're
all.
not. I'll give it a good. Good? I'm drinking this on a summer day. If it's in the fridge, there's a good chance I'm not grabbing it compared to others.
Yeah.
So I'll give it a good.
All right. I'm gonna rank this one, and I don't even want to say the name anymore. But I will. Fantasy Factory.
Who's it brewed by?
Carbon 4 out of Madison, Wisconsin. An IPA. I will say, this label, fucking sick. Just phenomenal, I think. I like the vibe of that. However, there is drastic lying going on. The vibe that is on that label is not at all the vibe I feel in my soul. This is a Never Again cat piss.
Ooh.
I'm a fan of IPAs. I really am. I do like them. I like that more bitter taste, that hoppy taste. No. And it's not the age, because I've told you this before. When we were thinking about doing this podcast, I told you that I did have some Fantasy Factory and that I was going to drink it, but I wasn't going to enjoy it. Because I know I don't like it.
Yeah.
But we have to fill out some of these tiers somehow, right? So we're going to take one for the team over here. Yeah. Never Again cat piss for Fantasy Factory, personally, for me.
That's fair. So I'll move on to the New Glarus Totally Naked. Now you may remember a New Glarus Spotted Cow unanimously getting the Sell My House, Divorce My Wife, Put Down the Dog just for one drop. Totally Naked is like if Spotted Cow was not like, it didn't have the Spotted Cow taste. It would just taste like beer.
Yeah.
And being New Glarus, I'm pretty sure that's all this is.
It's just their normal.
And the thing is, it's not even normal. It's like dull. Like as cold as I get it, it's not like crisp.
It's not like refreshing necessarily.
Yeah. And we don't mean refreshing as in like lemon. I mean refreshing as in like a light beer.
Yeah, we're like not borderline water, but I mean,
you drink it, you don't feel heavy.
It's a hot day, and then it's just like, wow, that quenched it.
Yeah.
As if you were to go for a mile run and then go into your fridge, grab some water, and be like, that was good.
Yeah. The New Glarus Totally Naked. Only if it's free, honestly. Like I'm not gonna spend money on it. Again.
That's fair.
Only if it's free. Yeah, I thought about giving it good. but it's good if it's free. So it's only if it's free.
I know I ranked this one never again cat piss, but I am determined to finish it. So I have to. Like I'm going. I'm not. No. 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 I had a Baconator earlier. I'd like that to stay within my stomach at the current moment.
Okay. I mean, it was a day old and microwave.
This tastes like shit. No, it wasn't. I bought it earlier today. All right. It was like 6 hours old.
And you microwaved it.
Yeah, I re-microwaved it because it was cold. I put it in my work fridge. All right.
Don't they literally say it's never microwaved?
What do you mean?
Or no, it's never frozen.
Never frozen.
Yeah.
And it's square, which pisses a lot of people off, which weirds me out. But
yeah,
is what it is. I guess for the first kind of like major brew, I'd say like more of the nationally known Busch Light.
It's an accidental. It's not the main thing of the episode for you.
It's not the main thing of the episode. I mean, if you've drank beer, you've drank Busch Light. You know what's up. Like you know. It's good. It's good. It does the job. It's cheap when you buy it. So it's getting that unanimous good seal, but like it's cheap.
It's not even my favorite cheap beer.
No, it's not mine either. But I mean, if let's I'm not saying if it's free only, because I will put money on it. You're strapped for cash, or your local liquor store is out of stuff, or your local Walmart, because everywhere sells it.
If you're strapped for cash, I hope you're not buying beer.
No, I would hope to God not. But I mean, if that's your only vice, then Busch Light will get you as much as you need and then some for a small amount of money.
Yeah.
So I'll put it in the good.
Okay.
Just because it's there. It's not going to wow you.
Yeah.
It's literally water.
Okay. I mean, we filled out the chart. Good today.
Do we now have one in every category?
Yep.
Let's go. So, 3 episodes in and one in every category?
Yeah. I mean, there's 5 things and 6 beers between the 2 of us.
Yeah.
I mean, we have double episodes, but
yeah, which will happen. I mean, because that's what it's all about. I mean, I'd love to see as many as we can get in there,
Yeah. I think with that, we're going to be calling for a ride home.
Yeah, I think
short one this week.
Short, sweet. We don't want to pump out anything where it's just like mindless BS, where it's us trying to force a conversation. Because at that point, then that's not fun for us, and I bet you that's not fun to listen to. So
yeah. Any closing remarks? I know I got one.
Closing remarks. If you are a sports coach for young children, before high school, don't take away practice for lack of effort, because that's only giving the children what they want. And I've found through sports and young people, what you don't want is best for you normally. So coaches, don't tell them no practice when they aren't doing what you want. Tell them more practice, so then they do what you want.
Exactly. That makes a lot more sense.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Yeah. I mean, my closing remark is I think I forgot it actually, now that I'm trying to think about it. Yeah, I got nothing. Maybe one of these weeks coming up, me and Beeks will be doing an in-person app, or maybe going to a brewery.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
I mean, it's in the discussion pretty heavy right now.
Yeah.
So
yeah, my lawyers are talking to his lawyers, and they don't like each other.
No,
but we're like, just get it done.
just get it done. They're just like, they called me names.
Yeah, but they offset. We were writing them both off. Not actually.
Offset. Take off.
And with that,
I think it's done.
Yeah,
all right, we're done. We're done.
That's it. Thanks you everybody for stopping by. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Yeah. If you have anybody that you would like to see on Beeks and Brews, please, drop a message. add us on social media. DM us on Twitter. Privately, even. Not the Beeks and Brews account. You can. But
yeah. If you have any of our information, if you're somebody that we has gained the access to our personal Snapchats, if you want to see a certain someone on here, let us know. Or if you want to see possibly certain beers, even.
yes,
I mean, we
always.
we'll do some research. We'll do what we need to figure it out, as long as it's not an exorbitant amount of money to get it here. I think we're both game. We're both game for anything.
Yeah. I give us about a year until we run out of options, honestly, at like a liquor store.
Realistically, yeah. We got a lot of options, but that can always get pushed out from our local liquor stores if we get suggestions. So,
but yeah, I guess we will see you guys next week.
Peace out, guys.
See ya.